Good afternoon and welcome to Travis's memorial service. My name is Peter Dickinson and I'm Travis's stepfather. Travis Dean Fulle was born on October 17, 1963 and would have turned 46 today. Happy birthday, Travis. He came to us at the inconsiderate hour of 4:36 a.m. at Sharps Memorial Hospital in San Diego. He weighed 7 pounds and was 21 inches tall. Travis is the son of Carl Norman Fulle and Marcia Ruth Fulle, aka Mom. Travis attended Chet F. Harris Elementary School, Grossmont High School, and Santana High School, where he received his GED. At age 6, Travis's parents divorced. A year later, I met Travis when he, Carl, and my son Scott and I all joined the Indian Y Guides together. A year later, he moved with his mother and her new husband, Bob Johansson, to Scottsdale, Arizona. 18 months later, they returned to the San Diego area briefly and then on to Bremen, Indiana, where they lived until 1978. By the time the family returned, Travis had been living in Santee with his dad for a while. At age 19, while on a trip to the desert with his dad, he had an accident while riding ATCs and dune buggies and broke his ankle. He didn't receive medical treatment until returning home at the end of the weekend. A pin was put in his broken ankle that was never removed. This caused Travis a pronounced limp he carried the rest of his life. Travis worked at various jobs in the automotive industry, and in his early 20s, he took several ITT and college courses in electronics that benefited him in his career at Carolina Tire and Goodyear. Travis had a keen interest in modifying things: cars, trucks, jet skis, boats. It seemed in Travis's eyes most things needed a bigger, better, faster motor. One of the most memorable early projects was a Ford Pinto he modified and put a 460 cubic inch V8 engine in it. The California Highway Patrol also took a very keen interest in it. In 1991, Travis packed up and left for Houston, Texas, where he lived and worked for about a year before moving on to North Carolina. In Asheville, he worked for Midas Muffler, bought a house, and married Chantel, if only for a short time. In 1995, Travis went to work for Carolina Tire in Asheville, North Carolina. Carolina Tire was bought out by Goodyear Tire, where Travis spent the next 13 and a half years. During this time, he rose from service tech to shop foreman, then to store manager. A few years later, he was promoted to team leader, managing his store and overseeing 8 others. His retail and marketing skills were recognized, and he was given a new position of training service techs and shop managers in new skills and in marketing. He worked with 28 stores in 4 states and traveled all the time. His next job up the ladder was as assistant district manager in the Charlotte area, managing 14 stores and service centers. When he proved himself at that, Travis was given his own district, 21 stores in 3 states, again traveling constantly. In 2008, Travis left Goodyear during a cutback. He soon resettled again in Asheville, North Carolina, where he worked in management at Mountain View Tire until he left us late this summer. In July of 2007, Travis's father, Carl, passed away unexpectedly. While Travis wouldn't say it, his father's death caused Travis a lot of stress due to a lot of things that went unsaid between them. To look at Travis or first meet him, with his cocky attitude and his cutting wit, you would get the impression that he was very hard and standoffish. This behavior was deceiving, for inside Travis lived a big teddy bear. He loved children, all children. He also loved animals. Rarely was he without a dog, a cat, a pet of some kind living with him. Sometimes more than one. I'd like to invite you to read Fred's story before you leave. Travis never missed sending his mother flowers on Mother's Day. "I want the biggest thing you've got," he'd tell the florist, knowing full well his mother would never part with the plants, and I'd be left with a forest growing on the dining room table. Travis very much liked the area in and around North Carolina, the trees, mountains, and in particular the lakes. Travis never found a lake he didn't like. Travis wanted to someday build a house on Lake Hartwell. He loved his boat and enjoyed taking it out on Lake Hartwell. The end of the month, we will return to Charlotte to take Travis to Lake Hartwell one last time. If you're ever in the area, you can visit on the lake.